You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teen Mom 2, Season 9, Episode 15. We are really deep in this. Like, there's been a lot of episodes, but not much content in my eyes. But I'm your host, Mackenzie Fain. I have with me the lovely
Lee Fain.
Mama Lee. Whatever you want to call her. So this episode is pretty good. Mm-hmm. There was some serious stuff going on. So let me just hear your little overall thoughts of this. Wait, what was it called? It was called Bow Down, the episode.
Well,
interesting.
You know why? Do you know why?
Do you know why?
Definitely.
Leah?
No.
What?
Definitely.
Just say the name of the girl. Like what category?
Janelle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what were your overall thoughts? Did I get them? Or I interrupted you?
You interrupted me. I thought it was a little nerve-wracking. It was good. A lot happened.
A little thunder, a little lightning.
No, it was definitely, it was good.
Okay.
It was interesting and exciting and scary.
Just like, okay. All right, so we start off with Chelsea's family trip to Colorado. Now, I don't know about you, but they made it like they were foreshadowing for sure something was going to happen. I thought somebody was going to break a bone or like the trip was going to like drastically take a bad turn or something, because all they kept talking about was, wow, the traveling went really great. Wow, this trip is so great. Wow, oh, I love this family. I love your family, and I'm glad we met each other. Like,
yeah, I didn't even think that.
oh my God, they said it so many times.
Oh, they did.
I'm like, okay, so clearly something bad's gonna happen. I didn't think it was until they were gonna get home, but the family goes to Colorado. Cole takes the big kids tubing while Chelsea sits in the car.
That happens. It's real
But like,
life.
why wouldn't she go into like the lodge or like stay back at the lodge?
Because she might have wanted to watch them,
Oh.
and maybe he could have switched off. When you kids were little and I have a baby in the car, it's how we did it also.
Oh, okay. I hope my phone's on silent over there.
I'll check for you.
Thanks. Because that wouldn't be fun. So they rent a house with her friend, and they have kids around the same age, and all they just keep doing about how happy they are to meet each other, and everybody's just so happy, and it's a big happy thing, and which is good. I mean, it is hard, I'm sure, to find friends when you're a mom and a stay-at-home mom and famous and like and young, like, so but yeah, I mean, the trip went well. It went really well.
Yeah, it did.
They reassured us about
because
that.
it's scary going out with
3 kids.
Yeah, especially that little.
You took us to Disney, I feel like, all the time when we were little.
Yeah, and Daddy was like Cole. He did it all.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's so funny. So they get back from their vacation, and this is where the drama starts. They were broken into. Their house is broken into. I mean, that is so scary. I can't imagine. But like, even worse, Aubrey is like scarred from it. They go into the house. Only Chelsea's stuff was taken.
Yeah, that was odd.
It was so weird. Like, laptops weren't taken, or TV. Like, I don't know. Wouldn't you think those things you'd take?
Yeah, unless it was like a girl, a female, or somebody like a stalker.
That's what I think she was thinking, but she felt a little better after the cop said another house down the road was broken into. But
making it even more bizarre that only her stuff got.
Yeah. So what do you think about her wanting to move and like and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. Somebody, violates your privacy, your home, your safety.
Yeah.
And having little kids, I can imagine, that's
But I also
Scary.
think, like, what is moving going to do? Because it could happen again there. Just get a security system. Like a really good one.
Yeah, no, I know, but she's right in the beginning of it, and your first thing is to run.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Get out. I just need to get out of here. I'm always going to be nervous, you know. If I go somewhere else, I'll do the security system. Or whatever. I'm surprised they don't have one. Or, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, even I have that ring system at my house. So anybody steps anywhere, I see it. I get a notification right on my phone. I feel like...
Yeah, maybe they must have, but no. They couldn't have because they wouldn't have gotten in the house.
Yeah, they wouldn't have gone in the house. And they got so far, like, into the bedrooms, like, without. And Chelsea didn't even say, like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. She was like, something feels weird. Like, something. And then Cole, like, ended up seeing the closets and all that stuff.
But that's so eerie that she just walked in to the bedroom to put the baby in there and was like, something seems off.
That's so freaky. That literally just gave me chills.
Yeah.
But she's been at her mom's while Cole's working, and I mean, it's really shaking her up.
Mm-hmm. And the part when she's like, I want to move, and then Cole's like, well, you know, that's not as easy, and she just stares him down. He's like, but whatever
I'm on your side.
Yeah, I'm on your side. Whatever you want. Because it's going to take time.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Does she want to live in, like, a gated community? But even then, anything could happen.
Anything could happen, but I totally understand.
Yeah. So we move on to Briana, who has John come in to visit. He's staying in a hotel, and she's going to stay with him. She's nervous about him meeting Nova. And the mom, what do you think of the mom's, Roxanne's, first interaction when she said John's going to come visit? You know, she was like, where is this even going? And she's like...
You know, I totally understood in the kitchen her questions, you know, and her concerns. Definitely should have concerns, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean... It's
just funny to me because she's the same way she was with Devon when she first got pregnant. I mean, and I guess, yeah, like, Devon hasn't always been, like, the best dad, and obviously Lewis and everything, but also, I don't know. She's just a lot to me.
Yeah.
But, so John does come into town, but Briana says, you know, obviously doesn't tell Nova that they're dating.
Which was really great.
Yeah. And she makes sure that John knows she's really shy. So and I thought it was great when he met them. What'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was really great. And, you know, you can see by watching his face how sincere he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not an act, because there are certain times when Brianna is with the baby and interacting, and you look over at him and he has this great big smile, like, in awe of it.
Yeah.
So he was really cute, bringing over her gift, playing with the baby.
Yeah.
It was a really cute scene where baby's doing peekaboo over.
She is so funny, that baby.
Yes.
She's so cute.
Yeah. I thought it was a great meeting. I thought he was really cute.
Yeah. Then we get to dinner. I found out he was 27. I didn't really know his, like, age. Mm-hmm. And then Roxanne asks, why haven't you had kids yet? Why hasn't it happened? He's like, because I'm careful. I don't want to have kids with everybody and pay child support. She's like, what, are you scared of child support?
Oh, why? Did he say child support? I thought he said, and then not, you know, and then I thought it was the mom taking the baby away.
Well, he said that too. He was just like, I don't want to have to deal. You know, he's like, I want to do it with have kids at the right time and with the right person, and not have to deal with baby mamas and, you know, fighting and child support and having them be taken away. Like, he was like adding all those factors. And then she was like, what, are you scared of child support? He's like, yeah, that's every man's nightmare.
Right. 21 years, he says.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
That was a little.
And I like, yeah. And Briana was just like, what? Like, what kind of question is that?
And then he got up and excused himself. Like, good timing.
Yeah, seriously.
I would too.
Yeah, so that's really all with them. It was good. It was a good meeting. It was a good time in town. And
Yeah, I thought he was very respectful.
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked,
Me too.
when I liked how he smiled that's what really caught me about him, that seemed very genuine.
Yeah. Some people say genuine. Which
Or
weird.
genuine.
That's so weird to me.
No, I don't
Genuine. But okay, so let's get into the real drama, which is, well, one of the real dramas is Leah's whole situation. So, really, like, I don't even know where to start with this, but Allie and Gracie, the twins, said, some bad things about Jason when he said they had to go to bed one night or something, but they were saying they didn't say anything at all. Addie was, accused of lying about it and telling on them. And then, it comes out that, yeah, I said that, but nobody ever said about pinching him. But anyway.
But then Addie says, no, she went like this.
And it's so true.
Yeah, of course it's so true, because everything else was. She's a funny kid. I really like her.
Yeah. Oops. At first I couldn't decide, like, before Gracie admitted to it, I couldn't decide if she was lying or not.
Right. Oh, no, I know. And that's not good.
I know. And then she admitted it, and I was like, oh, okay. She is really funny, that kid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess Gracie had said she wants to poison him, and Allie said she wants to squeeze him or pinch him. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's in a good way or bad way. Most likely bad. But, and then, like, at one point, Leah's just like, okay, Jason's going to come to the cheer competition. And Gracie goes, no, he'll tear up my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that was about at all. And then, oh my God, this was so funny. Allie said, before Addie was there, she was just like, I told Addie I didn't say that. Like, girl, I have a mind. How do I get A+ on my report cards or my tests? I remember these things. I was like, and then, like, what did you think about this conversation of someday Jason will live with us? Like, it's inevitable. Like I don't know. You don't know, though. So why are you saying?
Well, she's in right now the mode of
on camera.
No, like, that's what she's thinking. You get in a relationship and you get that deep and you're thinking they're probably, in private talking about the next step. So that's how she's probably speaking, from that side. But I think it was a whirlwind for these kids because, the whole flooding happened and
then they're living there.
They're like living there full time. Whereas a normal relationship, you kind of just blend it slowly. Mm-hmm. Not like, all right, move, get your stuff, whatever, we're moving in, staying every day, going to school, coming back. So that's a lot. It's going to be hard on the kids,
Yeah, and I just feel like Leah, I don't know if it's for the camera or what, but she's just shoving Jason down their throats. Like, you love Jason, don't you? Everybody loves Jason, right? Do you love him? Yes or no? Say yes or no. Do you love Jason? Do you love Jason? Addie's just like, I like him as a friend, but I don't like him.
I love her. I swear to God, I love her. It's got to be hard for Leah, though, because when you have this kind of a problem, she loves this guy, I mean, she's literally was talking last week about having a baby, in the future with him. So, and then having your kids, you can hear her making excuses, of why, and even about the 11 o'clock, that's why they said they were going to poison him. I think I would take it a little bit more serious. Just, I mean, not like they're really going to do anything serious, but like, what is going on underneath?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way so deeply? It's not. Because
she's put them made them do things many times before that they didn't say, I'm going to poison my mom.
Right.
And that's a big thing to say. That's not...
Right. Pinching is a little bit different, like he said,
Yeah. Well, it was funny that he knew Allie would be the one to say that.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Well, he probably knows their personalities.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just... I just couldn't believe. She's like, everybody loves Jason, right? You love Jason, right? Say yes or no. I don't hear you, Gracie. Like...
Sure, Gracie said. Sure.
Like...
That's a hint. You know, I mean, last episode they were, we're gonna go back. You know, but I think the more you push them,
I was just gonna say, I think the difference between the last time was she wasn't asking them. Like this time, she was literally shoving him down their throats, and they're just like, whoa, whoa,
Right.
in my eyes, I think.
yeah.
But she ends up having the conversation with Jason. What do you think about what he had to say?
Oh, I thought he handled it great.
Yeah.
I thought he was funny about it. You know, I got to get the food out of the house. Oh my gosh, you know, and but she's like, you know, it's kind of comical or whatever word she used, and he's like, well, the pinching, but the poisoning, not so much.
Yeah.
Because it was a little bit deep, but he handled it, and the conversation that we had talked about last week about him saying somebody has to be the
Alpha in
the house. The conversation was different than I expected.
Me too.
It was a lot better.
Yeah. It made a lot of sense. Like, you know, he's not just going to sit there and let them talk to your mom like that. And, you know, what he said, he's like, it's like training a dog or like a horse.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's true.
Dude, it is true. Like, you're not trying to break them, but like, kind of like, no, we don't do that. And we're stopping this right now.
Exactly.
But I really do like Jason, and it's too bad what we know.
I know.
I don't really know anything.
No.
I know that. What I think.
We know what we kind of think we know.
We kind of think what we know,
but
we don't know what we think.
Okay.
So we move on to Kale. Her segment was a little bit boring to me this week. Isaac's getting older and learning how to eavesdrop more. That's pretty much what we get. She doesn't talk to her sister or have the relationship with her sister that she wants to. They're both super awkward people.
Yeah, and it's really weird that they don't talk more. I mean, if she's talking to her about planning her baby shower, you'd think she'd be on the phone with her a couple of times a week at least.
Yeah.
And why isn't Kale calling her, asking her how her pregnancy is?
Yeah. The sister just seems more like Kale seems super excited. I don't know why she's not calling asking how the pregnancy is or texting her, you know, whatever. But the sister just seems so unenthused about like everything.
Yeah.
But she also did say, like, when she was making her toast at the wedding or at the shower, she was like, I'm really bad at this stuff. Like,
yeah, she did.
So
I did think it was really awkward and wrong timing that Kale.
Oh my God, when she brought up that whole conversation with
at her shower, takes her aside.
I'm scared you're not ready. First of all, that's the first line. I'm scared you're not ready. Oh, that's shocking because I'm about to literally pop this kid out.
Exactly.
So I better be.
Like, and so what was she basically telling her? You know, your boyfriend may not be there for you. Be ready for that. Who wants to hear that?
Yeah, that was really bizarre.
Really bad timing. Like,
and the sister's just like, yeah, but I think I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not worried about a thing.
Well, at that point, like, I don't think anybody's really ever ready to have a baby until you have a baby, but like,
yeah,
she's as ready as she'll ever be.
Yeah, she's like, what, 8 months pregnant?
Yeah.
That's as ready as you're going to get.
My God.
Yeah, wrong timing. Not cool.
Not cool. Bad idea. So we move on to Janelle. I mean, this is just a cluster F to me. Like, Amber from Teen Mom OG is saying stuff about David online, but like in my eyes, it wasn't like attacking Janelle, it was attacking him, which to Janelle is attacking her, so I get it. But she's mostly just saying like, get the hell out of this relationship. I've been there. I've done that. Like, yeah, a lot of people are bashing David. And then Amber goes live talking about David and telling Janelle to get out of the relationship. So she goes live yelling at Amber, telling her how come you didn't come to me privately, saying, well, you went to jail for domestic violence. Like, who are you to talk? I mean.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's because, let me finish my sentence. I don't know why Amber didn't reach out to her, you know, privately. If you're really trying to protect somebody, but then again, I'm thinking maybe it's because of who they are. They're in the public eye, so obviously that's how they do things, you know, on Instagram Live.
Well, I mean, Janelle was really shocked by it, the fact that she didn't. So I don't know. I didn't watch any of those, so I don't know if there's a reason behind it or not. But
yeah, like I don't know what prompted Amber to start up on David all of a sudden.
I mean, it wasn't all of a sudden. There was a time where, like right before David got kicked off the show, or like right around that time, where he would take these videos of like him laying out his guns, saying like, cops come over, like, this is what I got for you. Like, he was crazy, saying stuff about like very homophobic tweets and like just bad stuff.
Right. And then
I mean, just from the little, like, there's just the show that we watch, he seems like a psycho to me too.
Right.
And controlling, and a little bit, I'm sure there's some domestic violence going on in that relationship. Super manipulative. Like, there's,
definitely.
So even her just watching it, she could have been like, I'm done, but she should have obviously went to her.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think that Janelle chose the right person to go back at. Because Amber went psycho on her. And usually, like, when her and Kail had a problem and, Janelle got to say whatever she wanted and nothing came back at her.
Yeah.
But she wanted to say anything to Amber went off.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And that's where it all came from when she said, bow down. Sit down. Bow down.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear she did that whole yelling at her, and you want to get on my, whatever she was saying. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Kind of shook me a little. I was like, ooh.
Well, she did say, like, she, like, clapped back and was like, I put myself in jail for my kids. Like, I was in a toxic relationship. I've overcome all this. Like, why are you?
Yeah, exactly. And Janelle's no better. Janelle's no better.
No, she's been to jail so many times.
Right. DCF,
she's literally been on like pills, addicted to pills. She I'm pretty sure like really bad drugs she got into. Her and Keefa, her ex-boyfriend.
Wow. Yeah, so wrong person, to go at.
Yeah. But so there was a different little segment I just wanted to add. Nathan and his girlfriend sit down. And they talk about Janelle, and Nathan just says, he was just like, Janelle's always on the line, like having to like be attacked or like having to go to battle with others about David. And it's so true. And he was just saying the more defensive she is, the worse it seems. Do you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she just keeps on stirring the pot. So the more she says, she just keeps on making it bigger. And like what she just did with Amber.
Yeah.
If she just didn't, then it would stop.
Yeah.
And he also said, what is David doing for her?
Yeah.
He was right, because what is he doing?
Nothing.
No, he's a bum.
He doesn't work.
No. And stopping production.
Yep.
So she couldn't. I mean, I wonder if that's preventing her from getting paid as much.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that's crazy.
She's barely on the show.
Yeah.
She's definitely not getting, I want to look it up, like where, because I'm sure it's out there. But, I mean, Nathan's girlfriend seems pretty nice because he was like, do you think that Janelle, is capable of having these kids right now and fit to have them? And she's just like, yeah, I think Janelle by herself is a good mom without David. And then he's like, but, with all the profanity and David, Nathan's just trying to like give it, say bad things about her. And she's like, I just think she's really overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, I thought that was great because that's exactly what it is. If you're going around and you have to defend somebody else's actions, which makes you even more crazy.
Yeah.
And then kids, so she was right, and she was really sweet about it.
She was really sweet.
Yeah.
It was nice. All right, well, that's all we had for today.
That was a lot.
It was a lot, yeah.
I mean, that was a lot between them two.
I'm really excited about next week.
I know, I'm kind of nervous.
I know. So on the next, we have Babs asking Janelle, does David know you want to take Jace to Kentucky? And Janelle's like, no. And Barbara has like this like, oh, scared face. Not yet, she says. Louis goes to the house to watch Stella, and she's screaming, crying. Did you see this?
Yes.
Okay. Watson gets strep throat. That seems like a big, huge, like, if that's the only part to her, I don't know. It's just funny that.
I know.
Leah says Jason and I broke up. So
it could be a 1-episode breakup. You know what I mean? They could make up by the end of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will.
So, last thing, special segment, Teen Mom 2, Teen Mom U. Who are you?
I guess I'll say Chelsea about the break-in and how I feel like it would be very uncomfortable for me. Like it would spook me. Imagine every step you heard, or every creak in the board.
I know.
How you would just freak out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And feeling so violated, like somebody was rummaging through your stuff. And
right.
I think I would be like, oh my God, I just lost the whole thing.
Hate when that happens. Well.
Oh my God, it was serious too. Like I really felt it in my bones. I feel like it was it was Jason, because I really liked how he was just very adamant and like strict about what he thought, and that there needs to be rules, and I totally agree with that. I don't know how I'll be when I'm a mother, but as of now, I'm very like I totally agree. Like you should have rules. You should have bedtimes. You should have this. You should have that. But anyway, all right, guys. So we will see you next week. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait. You can find me on Instagram at Mackenzie Fain. Where can we find you, Mama Lee?
On Instagram, I'm Lee Fain.
At home?
I'm at home or on Instagram, hardly.
All right, guys, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows.